Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something pretty interesting, using AI to write video scripts, for YouTube, TikTok, places like that.
Yeah, and our source material for this is an excerpt from the AI-powered video scriptwriting hustle guide. It was originally on the Smart Hustle radio podcast.
Right. And what's really grabbed me about this one is how it taps into, well, this huge explosion in online video.
And meshes it with AI getting so much better so fast.
Exactly. So for you, the listener, this deep dive is looking at a potential online hustle, something that leverages AI tools that are honestly pretty easy to get your hands on.
And it focuses more on writing and organizing skills, not necessarily, needing to be the star on camera yourself, which I think appeals to a lot of people.
Totally. If you like the idea of making money online, but maybe aren't keen on being a vlogger yourself, this is a different angle.
And the timing feels right, doesn't it? I mean, think about how many video everyone watches now.
Oh, constantly.
Right. And all that content needs scripts.
Hmm.
A lot of creators, even really successful ones, either hate writing scripts or they're just, well, not great at it. It's a real bottleneck.
So that creates a demand. People need help with this specific part of the process.
Precisely. There's a gap in the market for good script writers.
Okay, so this guide we're looking at, it actually calls video script writing a gold mine. That's a pretty bold language. Why are they so high on it?
Well, think about the scale. Billions with a B, billions of views every day across YouTube, TikTok, all these platforms.
Wow.
And every single one of those videos, ideally, started with some kind of script, or at least a solid outline. Our source makes the point that for a lot of creators, scripting is tough, it's time-consuming, maybe it's a creative block.
Like, they're great on camera, maybe amazing editors, but the writing part just trips them up.
Exactly that. So if you can come in and provide that well-structured, engaging script,
Yeah.
you're solving a major pain point for them.
Okay, that makes sense. And the guide mentions some potential earnings figures, something like $50 to $300 per script.
Yeah, and it even throws out the possibility of monthly retainers,
Yeah.
like $1,000 or more, if you build up a good relationship with a client.
So what makes the difference between, say, a $50 script and a $300 one?
Several things, really. The niche often matters. Some topics just command higher ad rates so clients can pay more. Length and complexity are big ones, too. A quick TikTok trend video isn't the same work as like a deep dive educational YouTube piece.
Sure, makes sense.
And of course, who you're working with, a bigger channel probably has a bigger budget than someone just starting out. But the guide suggests the key to getting those higher rates is showing you can write scripts that actually work, that get engagement.
And this is where the AI comes in as a sort of amplifier, right? Helping you handle more volume.
That's the crucial piece for scaling this. Think of AI as like your assistant writer. It can bash out a first draft based on your ideas, getting you past that scary blank page.
Plus, you're not spending hours just getting the basic structure down.
Exactly. It frees you up to do the more value-add stuff, the editing, the refining. And that means you can potentially take on more clients, write more scripts, and earn more than if you were doing every single word from scratch.
Okay. So the opportunity seems clear, big demand, good earning potential, especially with AI leverage. Let's get practical. Step one in the guide is about understanding different kinds of content.
Yes, this is super important because you don't write the same way for every video. A funny commentary isn't scripted like a serious tutorial.
Right.
The guide points out three really common types. You've got your story time or commentary videos.
Like the I tried drop shipping for 30 days kind of thing.
Exactly. Then there are educational or explainer videos, how to use ChatGPT for business, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then the third bucket is listicles or trend-based videos, your top 5 AI tools or secrets of TikTok growth type content.
We see those everywhere. So different styles, different goals. But the guide says there's a sort of fundamental formula underneath.
Yeah, it boils down to a core structure that works for a surprising number of videos.
Okay.
Hook, setup, value delivery, and then the CTA, the call to action.
Hook, setup, value, CTA. Okay, that feels intuitive. Grab them quick.
Right. Get their attention immediately.
Tell them what they're in for. Give them the good stuff, the info, the story, the laughs.
Whatever the promise of the video is, deliver on it.
And then tell them what to do next. Subscribe, comment, check out a link, whatever.
Exactly. And the guide's point is, once you really get that basic flow, you can adapt it. You can tweak it for different clients, different video lengths, different platforms. It's a flexible framework.
Got it. So understand the content types, master that core formula. Now, step 2, this is the really juicy part, using AI to draft scripts fast.
Yeah, this is where the AI-powered bit really kicks in. The idea isn't that AI writes the final script for you, but that it gets you maybe, say, 70–80% of the way there really fast.
It tackles the initial heavy lifting.
Precisely. Instead of you staring at that blank screen,
Yeah.
you feed the AI some instructions, and boom, you've got a draft to work with.
Yeah.
It cuts down that initial writing time dramatically.
And the guide mentions specific tools, ChatGPT or Claude AI for the main draft.
Yeah, those are great large language models for generating the core text.
Then maybe Notion AI or Jasper for refining formatting.
Right, those sometimes have more specific templates or features built for content creation tasks, polishing tone, that kind of thing.
And it also suggests vidIQ or TubeBuddy for keyword research to help with titles and hooks.
Absolutely essential. Those tools help you figure out what people are actually searching for on YouTube or TikTok. So you can craft titles and opening hooks that use the right words to get found and grab attention. That keyword research piece is really about discovery.
Yeah, you need people to click in the first place. The guide even gives a sample ChatGPT prompt, something like, write a 5-minute YouTube script for top 5 AI tools for side hustles in 2025. Make it energetic, persuasive, include a hook, value, CTA.
And that's a good example of giving the AI clear direction. You're telling it the topic, the length, the desired tone, the key elements you need.
But, and this seems really important, the guide stresses this AI output is just the start. Your job isn't done there.
Not at all. That's where you, the human writer, come in. You take that draft, you make it better. You inject the personality, the humor, the specific style of the creator you're writing for.
You add the punchlines, maybe rephrase things to sound more natural, ensure it really connects. That's the human touch.
That's the critical value add. The AI gives you the scaffolding, the structure, maybe a lot of the core information, but you provide the finesse, the storytelling skill, the unique voice. That's what makes it great, not just functional.
Right. Turning it from an AI draft into something someone actually wants to watch.
Okay, so AI helps us write faster, but we need clients. Step 3 is finding them quickly. What does the guide suggest here? It lays out a few solid strategies. First up, the freelance platforms, think Fiverr, Upwork. The advice is to create a very specific gig listing. Don't just say, I write scripts. Say, I write AI-assisted YouTube TikTok scripts designed for engagement. Maybe even use the word viral, if you're careful.
Highlight the specific benefit and the platform.
Exactly. And it suggests maybe starting with slightly lower prices just to get your first few reviews in. Those reviews are like gold on those platforms.
Social proof, yeah. Makes total sense. What else? Direct outreach.
Yeah, direct messaging creators. The guide suggests targeting smaller to mid-sized creators, maybe in that 5K to 100K follower range on Instagram or TikTok.
Why that range specifically?
Well, they often need help. They're growing, but maybe don't have huge teams or budgets yet, so they might be more open to a freelancer. You find them using relevant hashtags, hashtag YouTube creator, hashtag content creator, things like that.
And then send them a message. What kind of message?
Personalized is key. The guide gives an example like, hey, name, love your videos on topic. I'm a scriptwriter using AI and storytelling to help creators like you save time and make more engaging content. Open to seeing a free sample script.
Ah, the free sample offer. Smart way to lower the barrier.
Definitely. Lets them see your work with no risk. The guide also mentions online communities, Facebook groups for YouTubers, Reddit subreddits like ReYouTubers or similar.
So hang out where the creators are.
Pretty much. But don't just jump in selling. Add value first. Answer questions, share helpful tips, build some rapport. Then, when the time is right, mention your services or respond to people looking for writers. Networking, basically.
Makes sense. And the last one was cold email. Feels a bit old school.
It can still work, especially for finding contact for slightly larger YouTube channels that might have websites listed. Tools like Hunter.io can help find emails.
But you need a good pitch, right? Not just a generic blast.
Absolutely. Keep it short, clear, focused on the value you bring to them specifically. Show you've actually watched their content. A personalized cold email is way more effective than a generic one.
Okay, methods to find clients make sense. Let's say you land one. Step 4, delivering professional results. What's key here?
Professionalism builds trust and gets you repeat business or referrals. First, presentation matters. Use clean formats like Google Docs or Notion. Don't just send a wall of text.
Structure it clearly, like hook, intro, scene 1.
Exactly. Make it easy for the creator to read, understand, and actually use for filming. Clear sections, maybe notes on visuals or tone if appropriate.
And the guide mentioned offering extras, like optimized titles.
Yeah, little value adds go a long way. Suggesting a good SEO-friendly YouTube title and description shows you're thinking beyond just the script words. You understand the platform.
That definitely makes you look more valuable.
For sure. And on your end, develop templates. Once you've done a few listicle scripts or a few explainer scripts, create your own template. It'll make you much faster and more consistent.
Right, streamline your own process. And the guide circles back to speed here, suggesting with AI plus your editing, maybe 30, 45 minutes per script.
Yeah, it throws that out as a potential benchmark once you get good, which, if you think about it, is incredibly fast compared to writing totally from scratch.
And if you're charging, say, $100 a script, that translates to a really nice potential hourly rate.
That's the guide highlights. If you can nail the process and find consistent clients, the earning potential is definitely there.
Okay, so we've covered the whole arc. The opportunity, using AI, finding clients, delivering well. What's the big picture message for you, the listener, to take away?
I think the core takeaway is that this intersection of the huge creator economy and these increasingly powerful, accessible AI tools, it's created a genuine opportunity. You can potentially build a real online income stream by providing a needed service script writing without having to be the one on camera.
It leverages different skills, and if it sounds intriguing, what are the first concrete steps someone could take, like today or tomorrow?
The guide suggests a few practical things. One, just start playing with AI tools. Get a ChatGPT account. Try Claude. Give them prompts, see what they produce, learn how to tweak the prompts to get better results.
Get comfortable with the tech.
Exactly. Two, become an active observer. Watch YouTube videos, TikToks, and niches you find interesting, but watch them analytically. How do they start? How do they keep you watching? What's their structure?
Learn from what's already working.
Right. Three, try writing a couple of sample scripts yourself. Pick a topic, use AI to help draft, then refine it. Having samples ready is crucial when you start reaching out.
Something to actually show people.
Yep. And four, start pitching. Dip your toe in. Set up a profile on Fiverr. Look for relevant Facebook groups. Maybe send a couple of DMs using that personalized approach. Just start taking action.
So experiment, analyze, create samples, and then start outreach. Don't just think about it, do it.
That's the gist. And the final thought the guide leaves us with is kind of broader. Think about where else this model might apply. Where else can AI augment skills you have or skills you could develop to meet a real market need? This scriptwriting example might just be the beginning.
A really interesting thought to chew on. Using AI not just as a tool, but as a lever to create new kinds of value and opportunity.